Black cotton soil can be a nuisance in construction. It's normally thrown away as waste. But in Japan, I met a daring Kenyan who is part of an initiative to turn this black cotton soil into a useful product.
So you use black cotton soil to make blocks that can be used in construction. And we are working with Jomo Kenyatta University of Technology.
That's the focus of our show today as we delve into the expected impact of this innovation. Also on the show, my experience at one of the most visited touristic places in a place known as Melaka, Malaysia.
It's been about 25 years since Kenyan-born architect D.Olango landed in Japan. In that time, Olango has been able to get an education, start a family, and climb to the very top of the corporate ladder. He's even co-founded his very own outfit, OSA, that is, Olango and Sakata Associates, headquartered in Tokyo. Quite impressive, given that this all started as a childhood dream while Olango was still in the 254.
Japan inspired me because in the 90s, Japan technology was really at the top at that time, and so I was really keen to go to a country that technology is good, but also the culture, the working business culture really struck me. Just to give you some background, my own dad was an engineer, a surveyor, and he did have some work with the JICA. JICA is the body that sends technicians or engineers to Africa. And my dad, I used to see my dad work with engineers from Japan, and really inspired me how dedicated they are. Yeah, so that was one of the reasons just ticked my interest in Japan. So I came to Japan to study architecture under the scholarship of Japanese government. It's called Mombusho Scholarship. So luckily one of my seniors from high school received the same scholarship. And I saw how he was excited about the scholarship and just the prospects of growing his career. And I decided, let me apply for the scholarship, and here we are. Yeah, so the first year I came here thinking I would get by speaking English, but that was a big surprise. You need Japanese to survive in Japan. So we had to spend 1 year, full year, just going to Japanese language school from 9 to 4, learning the basics. Then after that is when you go into the university. And also one thing that helped me was just through homestays. We had Japanese parents, so to speak. So over the weekends, we go into them and just learn the Japanese culture, the foods, the seasons, the festives. So that really helped me get to know the Japanese people and their cultures.
Upon completion of his course, Olango decided to remain in Japan. He joined the workforce, offering his unique skill set to a number of architectural firms before finding his niche in construction management.
Being a Kenyan, I've seen how we build things. I think it's just on the laws or the building code that surrounds building in Japan, or just the architectural practice, is really well kept, and you have yearly reviews to make sure that safety and structural elements are done. And that's why you see, you're walking around the Tokyo city, you can see that everything is really clean and neat, and also very, very few cases of accidents, despite Japan being a very earthquake prone. Every day there's an earthquake somewhere in Japan, but you have the building codes really set in place. The other thing I would say is really just the culture of architecture here. I felt it's more, even the way it's taught in school, it has an engineering element already embedded in the architectural course. The difference in Kenya, we have purely architectural course, then we have engineering courses separate, but Japan is all one. So when you graduate, you already have the basics of engineering, then you can choose where to specialize. So when you specialize in architecture, you become really good. If you specialize in something else, you're really, you can focus on something that the way you want to go.
It is on this foundation that Olango decided to join forces with his dear friends and incorporate OSA.
OSA, Olango and Sakata Associates, is a brainchild of Sakata, and both of us are architects. And both of us have practiced in Japan, and both of us also have a very good passion or high passion to really see what we can do as architects back in Kenya. So we came up with very simple slogan. We want to take seeds from Japan and develop them in Kenya. So normally you'll have if you have a product, let's say one of the big Japanese companies, they will take a ready-made product. I'll just use, for example, you can take a toilet or a TV. It's a product, it's already made, then just export it to Kenya. So that has so many issues. The carbon footprint, there's zero knowledge transfer, there's just a lot of heap of taxes, and it becomes not affordable in Kenya. So we came with that idea. If we just take the seeds, we take that, for example, if it's making a toilet, what are the components? What's the core technology that Japan has that we can now take it to Kenya? We develop it in Kenya. We use the supply chain in Kenya, and in that it will amplify industrialization, even if small steps, but industrialization, because now we can think of how to set up a low-tech factory, for example, and in the whole process, the carbon footprint is reduced. There's also ample technology transfer.
I was in Kenya as an expert to teach architecture design in JKUAT. It's a government order to me. It was 1994, almost 30 years ago.
You were in JKUAT 30 years ago?
Yeah. So, yes. Teaching there, architecture design and some theories, architecture theories. And now my, local partner was chairman of Department Architecture and so. So I have many ex-students and ex-partners in JKUAT. So now I'm an architect in Japan, but now I'm doing my work between Japan and Kenya.
So right now I think one of the hottest topics that we are working on currently is on how to turn black cotton soil into a useful product. As you know, black cotton soil is a nuisance during construction in Kenya. You have to dig it out. It cannot be used as foundation hardcore. It's just a waste. So how can we take that black cotton soil and make it into something that is useful in the architectural world? So what we are thinking right now is to make blocks. So we call it black cotton soil. So you use black cotton soil to make blocks that can be used in construction. So when you do that, first of all, you're minimizing the waste. Instead of throwing it away, you can use that block to do some walling. You can do the interior wallings with it. And also you can use it, for example, the civil works. You can use it for pavements. You can also use it as a hardcore, because once you make it hard, it can still be used in the foundation to support as hardcore. And just the point of taking seeds from Japan to Kenya, this technology is already here, but not so much control soil here. So it's not being fully utilized. We have that lead in Kenya, the black cotton soil. How can we turn it to something useful? So we're taking that technology, and we are working with Jomo Kenyatta University of JKUAT of Technology. We are developing samples there in Kenya. We're doing the tests, the crash tests, everything. And our goal is to see this idea now come into a product made in Kenya that can be used in Kenya for economic purposes.
And we did witness this project firsthand when we caught up with Olango's co-founder Sakata Izumi in Nairobi, Kenya, during one of his research trips at the Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology.
This phase will be completed this December, and I will make some small exhibition. But I'm thinking about next phase. I'd like to try to some small pilot project to use this block. Yes. So Next year, we will challenge to do such a small pilot project.
Today we were trying to make some blocks using black cotton soil as the main material, and we added maram, which is available in the same area where you have the black cotton. So they are like a brother and sister, they coexist. And so we are trying to also cut on cost of getting the materials. So these materials are already available together in the same region, so I think they can be used. On top of that, we are also using cementitious material like lime, and we also use the ordinary cement. We call it the Portland cement. I have worked with OSA now for 3 years, and we are benefiting as Kenyans because of technological transfer. Some of the ideas that they have gotten from their place through research, they are bringing now into our country for our own use.
Our vision is to open our method to everyone, not conceal, not make it secret. I will open the method we developed with university. I will open every data to everyone all around the world, treating black cotton soil. And I'd like to improve the method according to the area. And someday we will find a very, defined method useful for each part of the, global area.
Okay.
That's so not only business oriented, but also more social value creating or academic.
Talk about innovation and patriotism. This research is poised to be a game changer in matters construction globally. And to think Kenya is right at the heart of it. Clearly, Olango has not forgotten where he came from. Despite being far from home, he is doing his part in shaping the minds of the next generation.
There's a lot of opportunities to come to Japan. There's even more scholarships now out in the market. And coming to Japan is one thing, but I think it's really knowing exactly what you want to do. And through what we are trying to do, if we bring these technologies into Kenya, you test it out. Once you get to a level that you really interested to know more, there are scholarships that can help you come here and advance your course. So there are many opportunities to come to Japan.
Looking at how his life has unfolded and what he's been able to achieve, Olango is more than grateful for taking the plunge and venturing beyond his comfort zone.
I came to Japan when I was 19, I've been in Japan for more than half of my years, so I can proudly say I am half Kenyan, I'm half Japanese. And also I've on a private level, now I have a family here, Japanese wife, and also three boys. I've stayed here this long, but one thing I can say really is I really became myself in Japan. Because I came here, no one knew me. So it was starting from fresh. I learned about my weaknesses and also areas that I can grow. And I really developed as a man, so to speak here. So the biggest thing that I really like about here is just the dedication to work, to what you're given to do. Everybody is serious, sometimes a little too serious, but just the dedication on doing the task in front of you is something that I really enjoy working with my Japanese colleagues.
This is what it's all about. Challenging yourself, celebrating different cultures, learning from our uniqueness, and using that experience for the betterment of society. Olango truly captures the spirit of strength in diversity. We at Chams Media congratulate him on all his accomplishments, and that's daring abroad.
a daring initiative there that will turn black cotton soil into a useful product. Let's now cross over to Melaka in Malaysia, one of the most visited touristic places. And here is my experience.
Thank you and very warm welcome to Melaka.
Thank you. So the first thing we would like to know, what makes Dusit Princess Melaka unique?
I think it's the mix between Thai hospitality here in Malaysia. It's the heritage we embrace here at the hotel in Melaka, because it's what 500-600 years ago, the history here, but it's all in a contemporary setting.
Contemporary setting.
Yeah, so when you come here, you know you're in Melaka.
What are some of your unique selling points at the hotel?
I mean, we have beautiful 296 beautifully appointed rooms here, and with a view over the old town. You have sea view as well. We are the closest international hotel to the old town, to Jonker Street. Statu is the Dutch quarters. Little India is just around the corner. So right there in the cultural hotspot of Melaka.
Yeah, in fact, I remember right from the window of my hotel, I was able to see the river down there. What's the name of the river?
The Melaka River. Yeah.
Melaka River.
Yeah.
Is it man-made or natural?
That's natural.
Natural?
That is natural, yes.
So it's one of the key tourist attractions here.
It is, and that's why Melaka became the port it was. That's why the seafarers, they all came here and landed. They could go in with the boats and then go upland. So a very, very important part. And that's why, if you look on the map, it's called the Straits of Melaka. Right? So the name comes from this town.
Yeah, and I could see the houses along the river. Those are the traditional houses?
Some are traditional, yes, they really keep it, because we're a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 2008. And the city really makes sure that the spirit is there and the culture stays here.
Yeah, and even at your reception, I saw one of the traditional houses. What is it made of? Is it wood?
There are different houses here. We have Dutch influenced houses. We have traditional Malay houses here. So when you go around Melaka, you see different architecture, because Melaka is home to obviously the Malay community, to the Chinese community, to the Indian community, and also not to forget the Portuguese community. So 4 communities, different approaches to architecture, but it's really that what brings it together, makes it so special.
Back to the hotel, and then tell us a little more. What services do you offer?
We have probably one of the largest conference facilities here at the hotel. We have a beautiful club lounge for the executives or the travelers that really like to have a little bit more luxury, overlooking, as said, Melaka on both sides. And then a fantastic swimming pool. I think we have the largest and deepest swimming pool in town. Very much there to relax. A gym which is open 24 hours. Beautiful restaurants like we are right here now in Dongfeng.
This is Chinese.
This is our Chinese restaurant, and it has been home to Melakans for the last 40 years. And then our all-day dining, Zest, the bar of Formosa. So a lot to offer here for international traveler, but you feel the culture when you arrive. We welcome people from all over the world. We're very close to Singapore, 2-hour drive to Kuala Lumpur, 3-4 hours from Singapore. So these are our main markets, so Malaysia and Singapore. But then all over the world, I think we have welcomed already 40 nations the last 6 months since we opened as Dusit Princess Melaka. So very, very exciting. Melaka is a hotspot for tourism. But then also because of our facilities, we have families, individual travel. There's a lot of business around here as well. And so it's a nice mix of people. So it's not a tourist hotel on its own, it's a business hotel as well. So it's very international, but still very, very local.
Yeah, I was at Doit Princess Nairobi.
Yes,
Fantastic facility, great hospitality there also. So how do the two facilities relate, Nairobi and Melaka?
I mean, history goes back, right? Doit itself, as a Thai hospitality company, we are on the same, we're like sister hotels.
Yeah.
We help each other out, we exchange ideas, so forth. And we meet on calls and so forth.
Okay.
You know, but I think the exciting part is that there is direct flight from Nairobi to Kuala Lumpur, and then in 2 hours you're in Melaka. So 9 hours on the flight, and within 12 hours you can enjoy the beautiful city of Melaka.
And that indicates that the people of both countries can visit each other.
Yes, definitely. I think there's a lot of excitement for a Malaysian to visit Kenya, and
Kenyans,
vice versa.
And vice versa.
Yeah. Welcome. It's a warm welcome here to Malaysia and to Melaka and Asante. You know?
In Kenya we say asante for thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here we say terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
Yes.
Terima kasih.
Asante.
Asante. Nice. Great. With that, we come to the end of the show. We began in Japan, where we brought you the story of a daring Kenyan who is part of an initiative that aims at transforming this black cotton soil into a useful product. We ended up in Melaka, Malaysia, one of the most visited touristic places there. And until we meet again next time, many thanks for watching. Keep it Chams Media.